Oftentimes when we think about you need to do everything originally. Don't copy anyone. Don't get inspired from anyone. Just focus on your own self. Create something absolutely new. Be the next Albert Einstein. Just be so innovative that nothing even comes close. Like if I, let's say, come up with the idea of a flying car, even though probably something already exists out there, but let's say if I turn that car into a flying car, then suddenly I'm the most innovative person in the entire world. But that's not realistic, is it? You can't change an entire world as a 21-year-old. That's just like not simply not possible. You're not Alexander the Great. We are living in 2026, and this is not realistic for you to understand that you are expected to have such high standards of being so young, but also being able to take such a huge risk. So don't think about you just need to be so innovative, or you need to come up with a completely original idea. You can pretty much steal like an artist from anyone in the world, make something you know great out of their ideas. Like what is the Lime bikes? What are those? They're basically like Uber for bikes, right? Like and Uber bought them. So like you see what I'm talking about. Like you don't have to have an original idea. You just need to know how to steal like an artist, pivot, and change something in somebody else's idea when you think that okay, this could be done in this way in my country. So for example, any food you eat in UK is a lot spicier in India if it's a similar brand, because they know that Indian taste buds are a lot, you know they want more spices in their food than UK. So that's fine. And obviously like the people who did it, they made a lot of money from that. So you don't have to have an original idea to make a lot of money, because you can have, you just need to know what's working basically out there. And don't have to ever think about being so original or so innovative that no one in the world has ever done it. I mean, if you're coming up with an idea which can do that, it's great. That's like commendable, but it doesn't always have to be. So yeah, be more coachable. Be more coachable, because you have to think that your investors are pretty much investing in you as a person rather than investing in your business, because they need to know, okay, you are the person who's going to show up to work every single day, and who will pivot when the market requirements are requiring you to pivot, or when life is just too hard, but you're still able to have so much resilience to keep going. Like you need to have such a thick skin. That's how investors invest in these days. Like that's the people they're investing in. They're not really investing in ideas anymore, because ideas does not really matter. Execution matters a lot more. If you don't know that, then God help you. uh, you have to know that, because uh, you can have as many ideas as you want, but it's not going to matter. Because let's say I had this idea, crazy idea, of course, that I'm going to create like an LLM which is going to give an answer based on ChatGPT plus Gemini plus Grok plus like all these LLMs. I'm just going to like is just going to extract their answers and give me the best answer on the best scenario based on my situation. Now, of course, I had the idea, but the person who executed that idea was OpenAI's co-founder, and I think his name was Karapathy or something. And he executed that idea with like a beautiful vision. And like it's an open source LLM. You can use that as well. Just write LLM Council on Google, and you will find it. So it's beautifully executed, and I don't really like care, because I'm not gonna make any money off the idea anyway. So it doesn't really matter what your idea is. Just your execution matters all the time. Whether you're going to Y Combinator or whether you're going to A16Z, you have to know that these companies don't really care on how good your idea is. They don't really care on how good your market timing is, or what you're doing is. It doesn't really matter. What matters is like how much you can sacrifice in terms of your time, how much you're willing to put in, whether you will work on the idea, whether you get funded or not, whether you still work on the idea. Because I would work on Influencer Connect no matter if I get funded or not. Of course, like for I would still need a lot of funding to build the software. But if I'm making enough money out of my agency and services side, that I don't need funding eventually, and I can just bootstrap it, I would do it, right? But of course, for that I would need £250,000, which I don't have right now. But in the future, you never know, you know. So in about 6 months, 8 months, you never know. I could have £250,000. So I don't really care. Like I would do the idea, and I would pull this off no matter what. And there's a lot of verticals in Influencer Connect. Like I can start the education company as well. I can start like the software company is already like under works, and then the services side, and then like a seven figure, eight figure agency scaling side. Like that's also something which I can look into in the future. So there's so many aspects where I can invest my time and my attention to. So it just depends on the scenario and like my ability to pull these off in the future. And then finally, when you're stealing like an artist, when you're coachable, you need to know that you also have to like speak to pretty much everyone in the room, or like everyone who's worth speaking to. When you're going to like a networking event, think of it like this: like the next person you speak to could either be your wife, could either be your next business partner, could either be your next investor, could be anyone. So don't have ego at all. Okay, don't have any ego actually, because you think that you're 21, 22 years old, let's say, because that's majority of my audience. And even if you're, let's say, younger, you haven't done pretty much anything in your life. Even if, let's say, you graduated Harvard, it doesn't matter, because every single year hundreds and thousands of students graduate some crazy level university in the world. So if you're thinking too big of yourself all the time, you won't be able to do anything. And stop thinking about your past. Like I said before, you don't really have to think what's going on, in your school, in your college. Like those things are in the past now. You've graduated. Now you have to focus on things which are happening right now, and what could that have impact in your future. That's it. Don't focus on anything else. And touch some grass. I'm sitting on grass right now. Touch some grass, because it's important to kind of reconnect with the nature when you're um, sitting in front of the computer 8 hours a day. So, yeah, speak to everyone, and keep going, keep grinding. I hope you have some major big win in the next couple weeks. Like like everybody should have wins all around. Even if those wins nobody sees it, you see it. That's what's most important. Those tiny wins can lead to a major win. So keep going, keep hustling, and I love you very much. And stay positive. Take care.